Joining us now is former CIA station chief and Fox News contributor Dan Hoffman. Dan, thank you for joining us. What is Putin's goal with this invasion and occupation of Ukraine? What does he hope to get out of this?
Well, I think his goals have definitely changed. At the beginning, he said he had this special military operation, refused to call it a war. He expected to occupy Ukraine, decapitate its government within 2 or 3 days, and install some puppet government that would suit Moscow's interests. That didn't happen. And so he's had to swivel. And in the Potemkin village of propaganda where he lives, he wants to tell us that now Russia's goal is simply to secure eastern Ukraine, the Donbass region, when in fact that wasn't the case. What really scares Vladimir Putin at the heart of this conflict, it's democracy. It's not that NATO represents a threat. NATO is a strategic defensive alliance. And Ukraine had no chance of joining NATO anytime in the near term. But Putin couldn't stomach a democracy on his border with a Russian-speaking population and commercial links to Europe. That's why he launched this brutal attack, which has caused so many Ukrainian civilians, innocent civilians, to die.
You know, Dan, I love a good debate as much as the next person. I even like it when the same person is debating himself. I'm going to play a clip from Joe Biden and get you to respond on the other side.
We will have a different future, a brighter future, rooted in democracy and principle, hope and light, of decency and dignity, of freedom and possibilities. For God's sake, this man cannot remain in power.
Mr. President, do you want Putin removed? Mr. President, were you calling for regime change?
No.
I guess that's what I don't understand. I mean, 24 hours ago, he's calling for regime change, and now he is not. I mean, if you don't like what Russia is doing, don't you either have to change the regime or get the leader of the regime to change his mind?
Yeah, so my former boss at CIA, Dave Petraeus, has said that, and rightly so, that President Biden might have had a lapse there in message discipline. But I actually felt like what he said was a logical conclusion. That is that Putin can no longer rule Russia, can no longer be in charge there. We've determined he's a war criminal. Biden has said that. The president has said that he's a butcher. The military Russian military is following Putin's orders right now to continue to strike civilian targets. I think that the administration would have done better to stand up for what President Biden said. Just like the Reagan administration stood up when President Reagan called the Soviet Union an evil empire, he was right. A lot of his advisors didn't want him to do it. But that was the right thing to do. And I wish that the White House had said, you know what, we're going to back this up and say, yeah, from Ukraine's perspective, the Russian military shouldn't be following the orders of that KGB guy in the Kremlin, based on the fact that he's caused so much harm and destruction to innocent Ukrainian civilians. This has to stop. And moreover, leaving aside the words the president chose, we've got to back those up with giving Ukraine the military equipment they need. President Zelensky is begging for it. He's begging for more for air defense, the S-300s, for the MiG aircraft. We've got to figure out a way to get that to him.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.